Yo, you're rocking with your boy Bros from PodcastHead, where we discuss any and everything. Be sure to tap into our live shows every Tuesday for our Pastor Aux show and every Thursday for our Thriller Thursdays, when we dive into relationships and much more.
We're going to have a wonderful, wonderful show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Please sit back, hold tight. If you got something to sip on, go ahead and sip on that, because we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful show. We got some great topics coming at you. And please, again, just subscribe, like, donate, whatever you can do to support.
Hit the bell icon.
We will appreciate it. And watch all the ads.
Yes,
watch
sir.
all the ads.
All the ads.
Just support us on that. We appreciate it. What's up, B?
What's happening?
What's going on, man? Welcome. Glad that you can make it.
Trying to do what I can do.
Glad you can make it, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up, IG? I mean, TikTok, Bigo.
All that.
YouTube, everything.
So what's going on, fellas? What's the deal, baby?
Hey, it's another Thriller Thursday.
Another thriller?
Yes, sir.
It's another thriller?
We back in the sack.
Oh yeah.
We got JR up in on the YouTube joint. What up? What up?
Yeah, what's good? Hey, look, fellas, how was y'all Valentine's Day, man?
It was all right, man.
Yeah, man.
Wasn't bad.
It was good?
Yeah, man. Any day with the wife is good.
Man, that's what's up, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I had a wonderful time, man. My baby, she did an awesome job, man. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
We came up sometimes. It was some rough times in the beginning. She really surprised me, and she made the best of it. Even though we had a little situation Sunday night during the Super Bowl, we're gonna get into that. We'll get into that later. But she came up. I appreciate everything she did for it, man. She made it happen, man. And I appreciate every minute she did, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What's up, James?
Yeah.
James asked, what kind of movies do we like?
Lord Jesus, James getting into it already with the
James
movies.
Jumped into it
So
quick.
well, hold on for a second, James. Let me say this. What movies do you like, man? What movie you want to talk about, man?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Just give us some ideas of what movies you want to talk about, man.
Hey, bro, you might gotta lean in a little bit to this side. Yeah. There you go. So they can see who you is.
Hey, look, did y'all watch the Super Bowl, man?
I watched the first half, and then I watched the halftime show, and then after that we had it because we was at my sister-in-law joint downstairs, and then so we had to put the kids. You know what I'm saying? They was getting restless, but I didn't watch the second half. But from what I saw, I fully expected the Eagles to win. So when wifey told me
what's up, Jared?
They lost.
Appreciate y'all joining.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, what? Because Mahomes was hurt going, you know what I'm saying? Going into the halftime.
Yeah, that was a facade.
Yeah.
That was a facade.
They gave him a shot when he went back there.
Yeah, they gave him some PEDs.
Hey, don't it seem like every big game he get hurt or something and then come back second half and slinging it like you right.
Tear it up.
It seemed like he just somebody that gave him a shot in that ass.
Yeah. Shot in that ass.
Yeah.
Said, go on out there, boy.
That joint was crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
It was a good game though.
Oh,
that joint was good.
Yeah,
awesome.
Hey, man.
Awesome, man.
I didn't want the Eagles to win at all, but that QB, he nice though. He nice.
Yeah.
What's his name? Hurt?
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen
Hurts. Yeah.
I wanted him to win, man, because he been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Playing at Alabama, then he got benched, then he went to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think he went out there at Oklahoma, and then he came to the league, and then they didn't really have faith in him when they drafted him. And then he got a lot of faith too, man. He believed in God, and he definitely, you know what I'm saying, like he speaks, like his character speaks volumes. So
yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted the Eagles to win, man.
Yeah, I did.
I ain't gonna lie, they was running away. It wasn't their offense, man. They scored Kansas City scored 17 points in the fourth quarter.
Defense couldn't stop them.
Couldn't stop them for nothing, man.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
That was totally ridiculous. But hey, like I said, it's Mahomes, man. You can't count him. Believe it or not, statistically, he had the worst game I ever seen statistically, but they still came out. It was
under
turnovers.
200 yards.
Yeah, it was turnovers. It was a lot of things that happened. So
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I like the fact that it was a great Super Bowl. I ain't want to see no blowout in.
Yeah.
You know, you don't really want to see.
I like that Atlanta joint. That one year in Atlanta. And
Yeah.
So it was really a good game. Which
appreciate you, James. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah. So big up to KC for they win. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl win.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what's gonna happen next year.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying?
They got the I mean, when you think about it, when you got your franchise quarterback, you pretty much can bank yourself being in the mix of things pretty much every year.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just the same as like when Tom Brady.
Well, it'll be a boost for my Washington Commanders if we can get Eric Bieniemy as our offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? And that'll hopefully we can be in the playoffs and have a decent offense.
You know what? With the Commanders, I think it's just ownership.
Well, that's about to change.
I don't think he want to win.
Jeff Bezos getting ready to buy.
I think he cares. I think he cares about more of that money. See, when you get into them positions, I think they care about that money more than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
The
tide is getting ready to change. So.
You know, because we gotta. You do know that between Redskins and Dallas, these are the most money making franchise in the NFL. I don't know. I know that.
Seems like everybody else getting ready to start picking up pace here soon.
Hey,
appreciate you, Sergio.
If you look at the country, it seems like everywhere you go, they either got a Dallas jersey or a Commanders jersey somewhere.
Yeah,
it's somewhere. I don't know. It's crazy.
No doubt. Hey, Fernando, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, man, y'all, you know what I'm saying? The Commanders, y'all some real fans.
What that supposed to be?
Because they ain't doing nothing. They ain't been doing nothing.
Watch your man.
You know what I'm saying?
Watch your man. Man, I want to give a shout out to Bigo, man. Bigo is really jumping, man. We got some folks in the building on Bigo tonight, man. Thank y'all for sliding through and just
100,
rocking with us.
For sure.
Yeah.
Also, TikTok. I don't know how many folks is on there,
we got TikTok too, man. We rolling.
Yeah.
We rolling, man. We rolling. But look, this is the thing, man. We'd like to thank everybody for supporting. Please subscribe, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, man. Please donate. Show us some love. We appreciate everything, the support, everything. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much.
No doubt.
Cash App PodcastHead. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Goes a long way.
So let's get on into this. Y'all ready to get on into this?
Let's get
into the meat and the potatoes of this. First topic on the list right now. We got marrying a divorcee. How is it to be married to a person that's already get married to a person who already been married? What are the signs you look for? What is the so let me read this article on this real quick. So a relationship expert says that stats aren't everything. But how would you let them inform us? How would let them, I don't know, inform us can be helpful, of course. All right, so dating in your 30s, 40s, and beyond means the love of your life may have been married previously. Luckily for you both, you embrace that part of their past as a pro versus a red flag. So basically, they're saying statistics saying that 50% of marriages end in divorce. That's statistics in this country. All right. Unfortunately, the data shows that second marriages are even higher at 60%. So, what are some of the things that you guys would think that going into, I'm not saying I knew you guys are married already, but going into, you would say a second marriage of some of the flags that you would look for in a partner that's already been married before? And what are some of the things you don't come with?
Control. That's one that kind of jumps out. Infidelity, right? I think that's probably one of the biggest questions. Like, you ask the question, like, what happened? Like, why did the marriage end? You know what I'm saying? Was it because of infidelity? And if it was, is that something that you can get past? If the person that was that stepped out was the person that you're talking to, right? Versus the person that they ended the marriage with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny and Landon, thanks for the love.
Yeah, appreciate it. But yeah, Those I don't know. Those are two that jump out to me. Infidelity and control. You know what I'm saying? Is the person where they trying to be too controlling. You know. Um, you know.
So if they told you in a let's say from a previous marriage and they told you, okay, I cheated in a
hmm
previous marriage, do you think that's something that can be overlooked moving forward in the relationship that a person will have? You know what I mean?
I think to each his own, but and yeah, I think it to answer the question, yes, I think it can be overlooked, within reason, right? Was it because people cheat for different reasons, right?
Mm,
Like, did the person cheat because they weren't getting what they needed from their partner? You know what I'm saying? Not excusing it. That ain't no excuse. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Because I'm a firm believer in, like, if you feel like that's what you want to do, then it's best to just end the marriage and you know what I'm saying, and not put everybody through that. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Right.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think it's something that you can get past, but it depends on the person. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Some
yeah,
people will,
yeah.
shy away from a situation like that, where that person cheated. And it's like, well, you probably gonna cheat on me. Maybe you cheat on
Hmm.
me or something like that. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you think?
I don't know, man. It's run the question by me one more time
So
because
going into a second marriage, a person has already been married.
right.
So when a person comes to you or somebody that's already been married, or both of y'all been married,
Mhm.
what are some of the flags that you look for, or what are some of the let's say what are some of the pros and cons in that situation?
I don't know, bro. I mean, and the reason why I say I don't know is because I haven't been down that
Yeah, and I
road,
know that's
and
why I
I feel
say I
like
get
you
that.
have to kind of been down that road to kind of speak on it to an extent. I mean, but like bro said, you know what I'm saying, like um control. You know what I'm saying. A lot of times, those are things that are breakers in relationships. You'd have to look at what are breakers in relationships.
Hmm.
So, like you said, you said cheating, which cheating could it sometimes it can make relationships stronger,
Mm.
and sometimes it can tear them apart.
Hmm
Um, and then you have controlling. Of course, no one wants to be controlled. You don't want to be constantly asking somebody what you doing, where you been at. You know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So it's a
Right.
lot of stuff that can come in the mix of that. So
Trust.
absolutely
So you would
trust.
think the biggest thing would be trust.
Yeah, trust
Yeah.
is given until it's broken, right?
Yeah.
They
Right.
say it's
Yeah.
the easiest thing to
Yeah.
gain. No, the
It's
hardest thing
supposed
to
to be.
gain and the easiest thing to lose.
Right.
Um, I think so. This I got
What's
two
up, Sugar
two
T?
two folds to this. I got two
Hmm.
folds to this, and I'm not saying each one is because like I think bro said to each his own. It just depends on the person.
Mm.
Okay, I can understand a person not sharing all that in their next person they get with to marry because of what we're talking about, far as the trusting.
hmm
Because I know I'm thinking, so if you go into another marriage or you want to marry this person and you meet them and they asking you all this stuff about your previous relationship, and you say, okay, I cheated, I stepped out this such and such, I was bad in this part, this area. I think subliminally, I'm not saying they will probably do it on purpose, but I think on just because they heard that from you, they would the barriers will start to come up immediately. That's just how I look at it.
hmm
Like some of the barriers would come up automatically because now they like, dag, okay, they said this. I mean, because we see it even without being married. They said they did this in their previous relationship, so in their previous marriage. So maybe I should look for that in this. Will he do that or she do that in this?
Baggage.
Exactly. Would they
Right.
do that in this? And that's what I'm saying. However, now I'm gonna look at it another different perspective. When you're being upfront, it kind of, okay, let's just say it like this. People don't want to feel vulnerable.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vulnerability is uncomfortable. So if I'm exposing if I'm in love with this person, that means I'm exposing myself. I'm becoming vulnerable
Right.
to this person.
hmm
Right.
So when I'm surrendering and I'm letting all of, the truth out there, it can feel a little uh awkward,
hmm
uncomfortable. It feels uncomfortable.
Right. Right.
So, but if you got a person that you love and you're in love with that can receive that, you know, and embrace it, then it shouldn't be an issue. Did that make that make sense? Like it shouldn't be an issue, even if if you are in love with that person, then that shouldn't be a problem that you feel uncomfortable to expose that what happened to that person. If you know that person got your full, support, you got that person got your back no matter what.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. I mean, like I said, it's two ways. I mean, you could look at it. It just for me, it just depends on the relationship.
Nah,
Yeah, and too, touching on the vulnerability, it also depends because like in this situation where like marrying someone who was recently divorced, right? That person might now come into this relationship, not you, but they might come into this relationship, and be and hold that vulnerability back because of what they went through in a
Yes.
past relationship. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So
That's exactly what can happen.
So
yeah.
yeah.
Especially if kids involved. I think that's the main thing. Like when you got kids involved with that and trying to move forward in another marriage, you're right. Sometimes that it can be held back because of it's numerous. Oh, my kids, and everything is an excuse. I'm not saying an excuse. Everything is a barrier. Let's just say that.
Right.
I don't want to say excuse. Everything is a barrier. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I guess it just depends.
No.
Yeah, and I looked at something. I gotta find an article. I'll find it and I'll put it on our YouTube and all our other channels. But the article was about the divorce statistics now for the current generation versus the previous generation being
Hey, Nicole, that's how
high.
you feel?
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
Was it?
They just said some smart stuff, but it's all good.
Oh, okay. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like do you feel like marriages now are not
What's up, Dan the man?
like they don't mean as much, or they're not lasting as much as
Whew, that's a great
you know what I'm
question.
saying?
Say that one more time, bro. Say that
Like
one more time.
just what is your general feeling about marriages nowadays? I mean, because people getting they get married young, they get married old. Because for me, age doesn't really mean or carry a whole lot of weight when it comes to getting married, because there are people who get married at a later or older that don't last, and younger people who got married and they still last. You know what I'm saying? But like, what's your take on the current marriages today? Like, are they lasting? Are they not lasting as much as they used to?
I would say that they're not lasting like they used to.
Yeah. 40, 50 years.
I think people are quick to give up.
Yeah.
Nobody said that marriage is gonna be easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That road is less traveled these days, and when it is traveled, you gotta take your lumps. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go through trials and tribulations, and you got to be able to withstand it. I think a lot of people lose sight of God.
Mm-hmm.
They lose sight of values, morals. So I mean, and that's why they're not lasting like they used to. So to answer your question, no, they marriages aren't lasting.
Right.
And some people are doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think, what was it? You were saying, you said something last time, Rome, about marriages and people about marriages not lasting and people breaking. I can't remember what it was. No, I just lost it. But yeah, sum it up. Marriage is not lasting like they used to.
The way I look at it is like, when we talk about marriages and I piggyback. What up, Solo?
What up, Solo?
What up?
Miss you, bud.
You can get on this live.
Yeah, when we talk about the piggyback off of what B was saying, it's just, when we talk about unconditional love, and I think it goes back to when we say, everybody wants is to be conditional. And love, when we talk about unconditional love, it goes back to what B says. Like, everything is not going to always be perfect. Everything not going to be always peaches and cream. I feel like, piggyback, like I said, what B said, it's going to be bumps in the road. It's going to be bumps in the road. Sometimes it's going to be up and down. To me, it's like a roller coaster. I mean, It's gonna when that goes up, it's going to be fun. When you come down, it's going to be horror. It's going to be scary. It's going to be it's just you have to be in it to win it. And I go back to what you said, bros. If my job to make you happy, your job to make me happy, then our marriage will be happy, regardless of what goes on.
Yeah.
And I think today's society, everything is so much smoke screen, and they seeing so much. It's almost like, okay, you know, me and you bros, we talked on it before. When you got, it's different from a person being 20 to then when they 40. Life changes things. And I think people lose focus of that. And I think people lose focus on why they fell in love, because of the daily life comes at them in so many different angles.
Right.
Children, job,
Right.
family, everything just comes. Then they want to be in this social world. They want to be in the social. It's so much coming at you that you lose focus on what your, the reasons why you fell in love and got married in the first place.
Yeah.
And that causes a lot of friction. It's that, when they say the grass is greener always on the other side, and it's not. It's the same thing. You had a beautiful here, but you looking at everything else out there that you lose focus on what's important.
Right.
And that's the thing, man.
That's
the thing.
big.
You got
too,
some
man.
comments on it?
On
TikTok.
We say Solo said won't be peaches and cream or ice cream. Said definitely agree with you boys. What up, Solo, man? You better come on over here, man.
Yeah, that's live, Brody.
Come on up on here. But yeah, I mean, it's work, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Work.
I think
it's happy work.
what you said, to sum it up, and what we say like on just about every show, it's popcorn society. People expect popcorn relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They expect to get with somebody or be with somebody, and then to have the success of, say for instance, like your grandparents or your parents, who've had longevity in their relationships, and they expect to have like that love, that kind of unconditional love right away. And it takes time.
Yeah.
It takes for you to go through things in your relationship that makes you stronger. I take, for instance, like I remember when my wife was pregnant with, our youngest, and she felt like she was going into labor, right? So we rushed up to Fairfax Hospital, and they were like, "Oh, it's nothing, just going back home." It's like 2 a.m, 3 a.m. So we go home. Next thing I know, she's like, "No, something's going on. We got to go." So we rush all the way back up to Fairfax, and they're like, "Okay, we're gonna take him." So they bring her in a room, not even induced labor, because she's pretty much going into labor. So they put her on a table, and she had already had a schedule for a C-section. So she's on the table, and bro, I didn't eat that morning. So I don't know if y'all ever smelled the inside of somebody when they cut you open. They cut her open, bro, and like I'm sitting there looking at her because they got like a sheet up so I can't see her. So I'm looking at her and I'm like, this woman is going through all this stuff. For both of for both of us, but like that's real love, man. When you sit there and look at your wife and look her in the eyes and be like, dang, you getting cut open to have our child. Like it's things like those that brings like a light to the relationship. Like, dang, this is what love is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unconditional love. So
Yeah.
Big ups to all the mothers out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's a tough thing, man.
That smell.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Either way, I haven't smelled the C-section. My wife, she did
Natural.
vaginal all 3 times, but either way, there's still.
You ain't smell, man. Yes, that smell is.
So y'all want to hear something funny, right? That day, after I smelled that joint, man, like, and then our son was out, like, I got dizzy, bro. They had to put me. I had to go outside and sit down. They put me on a gurney. Like, you want some water?
Like he on the table.
Thanks, David, for the follow.
Yeah, man. Hey,
yeah, man.
Happens,
But it's a big thing, man. And sometimes some women don't get enough credit. You know what I'm saying? So just like you said, I want to give thanks to my wife for bringing our kids into this world.
Indeed.
And so you mentioned you didn't eat that morning, right? So have you gone through the experience where it's a somewhat lengthy labor, and you're there
all day?
No,
And,
I didn't do that.
And your wife can't eat, so you can't eat.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like they have to do ice chips. Yeah, like, wait a minute, but I'm hungry, man. I mean, I need to eat, man. I ain't the one in labor.
Look, hey man, look, when we could eat, because with Gianna, her labor was a few hours long. You know what I'm saying? And so we sitting there, man, and like we went in early in the morning, and we was expecting her to, you know what I'm saying, come, but she didn't come until later that evening, bro. And all day I had nothing. She didn't have nothing.
You ain't sneak out. It's like, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
I couldn't do it. I had to,
because they got the wellness. Some of them got the wellness room where they got snacks and stuff in that junk.
You ain't sneak out in the corner with a bag of chips.
I stayed in there, man.
What's up, New York? Thanks for joining the live.
She'd have killed me if she knew I ate something. Bro.
That's crazy,
but,
man.
Hey,
come and have a little smudge on you.
When it was over, bro, we DoorDash from Buffalo, Phillies. Bro, we ordered everything.
Y'all was crushing
everything. Man. Oh my goodness.
No doubt. Yeah. Shoot, both of my kids. Well, yeah, both of the kids. The younger two were both C-section.
C-section.
Yeah. So I didn't have to do those long experiments in the hospital.
No, mine was natural. It was long. First, especially my oldest, she was one of them all day ones. I'm talking about 11:58. I was in there that morning from 7 in the morning to 11:58 that night. My birthday night too. Turning 18. Yeah. Crushed me up. But it was a blessing because she came early. She was like a pound. Like she came too much. Yeah, she had to stay in the hospital after that. It was crazy though, man. Wow. It was a blessing.
Wow.
Blessing. That smell though.
They need to do something better, like with these experience, like, cause like I feel like childbirth is it's an experience. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like these hospitals need to like just do more, like get some comfortable couches to go to Bob's Furniture or something. Get some, you know what I'm saying? Because we in there all day too. Same thing
talking
for,
about them
for the
little,
women.
them little, I don't know what that.
Pull out chair joints. Man, them joints. Come on, man.
Don Baby said, "Thank God, both my babies came quick." I know that hurt.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, on TikTok. But yeah, man, them little couch things, man, them things uncomfortable as hell too. Man.
Yeah,
I think they do that on purpose. They don't want you staying there.
Yeah, they don't want.
Nah, you ain't.
But you gonna get a good bill though when you leave.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying, man.
How long? So I can't remember. I can't remember when my oldest daughter was born. We were able to stay in the hospital for a few days. But like when my little one Gigi was born, it was like during COVID. You know what I'm saying? They was like kind of pushing people out the hospital kind of quick. So she gave birth, and then we left the next day.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? It was like there was no real recovery.
Yeah, they was like,
what I'm saying?
all right, she was born, go.
Like you have to tell your kids like what it was like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you was born, we was in a pandemic.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Solo said, man, they kicking people out after an hour of birth.
That's true.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
If you have it naturally and everything, all you pass gas and all the other stuff, they send you out the dope.
All right, you can go.
Did you burp? Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but it's a beautiful thing. We all know it's a beautiful thing.
Blessing, definitely a blessing.
It's all a beautiful thing.
What we got next?
All right.
Yeah, what you got on tap?
So next on tap is it a problem to be 39 and never been in love? Is it a problem to be 39 and never been in love? And do you want to question? Do we even know what being in love is?
Do you want to cap it at 39? Like, do you think you should be like, okay, so this question can go 11 different ways. But like you said, do you know what love is?
Yeah, because some people don't know. Some people really don't know.
So what is your definition of love?
It's hard to each his own. Like, okay.
Yeah, everybody's going to have their own.
Yeah,
but
everybody's going to have unconditional. I think, the only way you can really find out love, truly in love, is during them hard times.
Yeah, I agree.
That's how I look at it. Because it's easy when I'm flying high. You can love me because I'm flying high.
Yeah.
There's no issues, no problems. But what's gonna happen? What you gonna do when I'm not flying high? I'm at the bottom. I'm beyond bottom. I'm at the, I'm below dirt. I'm under some rocks.
So that's when you find that piece of coal.
Yeah.
You know what
Are
I'm
you
saying?
really gonna be there for me? Like what's gonna happen? And I think that truly defines you when somebody said they unconditionally, remember we talked about this,
Yeah.
the unconditional love.
Right.
You know?
What you think, bros?
I mean, to not 39 and never have been in love. I don't know that I would say that it's necessarily a problem. I would feel bad for the person, right? Because when you really in love and you fall in love with someone, like it's like the best feeling. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know that it's a problem to never been in love at 39, but or any age higher than that. But I would say that hopefully that ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was suck.
Cannibal Street, what's up, baby? He said, "Oh, Shakespeare is better to have love and lost, and not loved at all."
There you go.
What's up,
There
King
you go.
Sticks? Appreciate you joining.
But you know what, man? I agree with you. Like, I think I wouldn't say it's a problem. I would feel sorry for him for real. Like, I think, because I mean, to not ever have been in love before, like, I feel sorry for you, and that's scary.
Right.
Because if a person don't know what love looks like and don't know what it feels like, that's a dangerous person to me.
Yeah.
Because then how can they give that to you? They don't know what they don't recognize it. They don't know what it is.
Yeah, like you said, they don't know what it is. Now they could have been in love. And the way that question kind of came up 39 was there's a cat on Married at First Sight, right? And this couple, and the dude told the girl, like they in the early stages, they going on a honeymoon, and she asked him, she said, "Have you ever been in love?" And the dude's like, "Nah, I've never been in love before." So it's like, you 39, or even if you was 25 or you was 30 or whatever, like, how do you know? Like, you've had relationships, you've been in relationships, I think you would, you love somebody. Now you might not said it was love, but it was love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I guess the girl's like, "Oh, well, I don't know if you'll ever be in love with me then."
And that's a true statement.
Yeah.
That's scary.
It could also be a red flag too.
Yeah.
I'm glad you kind of gave some additional context to that particular topic. It could be a red flag in the sense that he could have been a player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And could still be a player. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's what I guess that's what she was basically alluding to, is the fact that why would I get with you?
Right.
You still out here playing around. Like, you ain't ready to be married. You playing around.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what it is. I mean,
so here's another question. If say for instance he was a player, does that mean he was never in love with any of the women that he was, messing around with?
No, because then he would be with them.
Yeah. Can you be a player and be in love?
Woo! Good question.
I don't know. That's the question.
That's a good question.
That's the question.
Woo!
I don't know. I mean, no, man. No, you can't. You can't.
There's rules to the game. There are rules to the game.
You can't.
One, you do not fall in love. There are no babies, and you do not fall in love. There are rules to the game. You don't go out. You don't. What was it? Hold up. It was Wednesday, National Side Chick Day or something like that. Like, there's rules.
Stop playing. There was a National Side Chick Day.
Can you believe it? Can you believe? Yeah.
Isn't it called
it was like, something like
Side
that. Side Chick Day. National Side Chick Day.
Yeah, they got a day for everything.
Yeah, man. Can you believe it? Like, how can you be? Why would they even come up with a national side? See,
I want to know what was the
women. Y'all better stop. I'm telling y'all need to stop. They got National Side Chick Day.
Look, I want to know how they came up with that. Who was the person that led to a national side
National Side Chick.
You know what I'm
They get
Day.
the 50% off chocolate.
Yeah.
I couldn't do nothing for Valentine's Day on Tuesday, so I'm gonna do something on Wednesday. Yeah.
So if you do
National
it,
Side Chick Day. Can you believe it?
that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's I mean, can a player be in love? No,
Nah, it's not. Because then you're not.
yeah, you're not a player. I mean, if you in love, I don't know. Love is, I don't think people really know because it's so, being in love is like, it's a feeling of like no other.
Right.
It's a feeling like no other. I mean, you think about this person, you check on this person, like this person is everything to you. Like this person drives you, motivates you, encourages you, support. I mean, go down the line. Being in love is a total different feeling. And I don't think there's no way you could be a player and you in love. There's no way.
Nah,
There's no way.
I don't see it.
It's crazy.
There's no way.
And if anybody out there in the comments got a different opinion, please let us know.
Yeah, because there's no way. But back to the topic of 39 and never been in love, I mean, do we look at that as a big red flag? Because I mean, if you've never been in love, you shouldn't have like kids. Because you've never been in love, right?
Yeah.
That's why I think it's so important for parents to show like
Love to their kids.
there it is. There it is. There it is.
So they know kind of what it is.
They know what it is.
And it's unconditional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you know you would do when you look at unconditional, no matter what the condition is.
Yeah. They do wrong.
So your kids,
right?
your kids are a prime example of unconditional love because you know they can do anything under the sun, and you still,
Yeah.
to a degree, you still gonna do everything you can for your child.
Yeah, and I think that's really important, man. And that's something that some parents just don't really grasp and think about especially after they have kids and how they're going through life with their husband or their wife is the example that you're setting for your child day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? And because for a lot of people, history repeats itself. You know what I'm saying? The father or mother, beat on the mother or something like that. The son might pick up that trait, you know what I'm saying? Or the daughter might pick, you know what I'm saying? Like, but showing that love, at least for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned a lot from my father and watching him and how he treated my mother, you know what I'm saying?
So important.
Opening doors.
So
and,
important. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so those are things that I kind of carried with me, you know what I'm saying? And
Those good values.
you know. So I think more parents need to pay attention to those kinds of things, and then also how you have disagreements in front of your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or not.
That's
right?
huge.
Or not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a tough thing, right? Because sometimes you get into
in the spur of the moment.
Yeah, and it's like
you gonna laugh.
Yeah.
And you know when wifey say one smart thing, it's like, whoa, wait a minute.
Solo say he sent the request.
Which one?
Let me on TikTok probably.
Oh, okay.
See what I can do. See if I can bring him up.
But we got bring up Solo real quick.
Yeah,
but man, that's very important, man. To, like when you see that in your parents, that's why it's so important, man, for the husband and wife to be in that household and they could show the kids what what love looks like, because it is, man. It's so, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. But is he coming up?
Solo.
What's up? What's
good, babe?
Bro? What up?
What y'all doing?
What are we doing? Question is, what are you doing, sir?
At home.
What's going on?
What's up, so Weezy? So Weezy F baby.
You got any thoughts on this particular topic, 30 to 39, or any of the jumps that we was just kind of talking about?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Hold on, you got getting an echo on that?
I get a little static though.
Just static, but no echo.
What's up, Ralph Trineri? Appreciate you joining the live.
No, what I was gonna say is, No, what I was gonna say is I feel like somebody that's 39, never been married, has no kids, is either two things. Either he playing games and he playing the fence, or he just selfish. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
um, he don't care about nothing but himself. Sometimes it's like a red flag. Remember how you was talking about Jody when somebody don't have kids and stuff like that? It kind of go
Mm-hmm.
the same way for a guy too as well.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a big red flag. I mean, I think we talked about this before, and we had a conversation in one of the previous episodes. We was like, wow. I mean, you 40 years old, you never been married, don't have no kids. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, you know, I think so many people use the, oh well, you know, I've been engulfed in my
Career.
career. Yeah.
Yeah.
So many people use that, but I think that's just to me, that's just an excuse of selfishness.
Right.
I mean, and actually, I would say that's even worse for you to say a comment like that. Think about it like this. This is how I would look at it. If a person come to you and they say, and you're trying to get to know this person, and you're hopefully trying to start a life with this person, and they come to you and they 40 or whatever, 50, whatever, and they say, oh, well, you know, I've been engulfed in my career. Then how do I know that you're going to be here for me? If what's the difference between your previous years of, I'm sure you've been dating or whatever previously before me. I hope so.
Right.
And you get to me, and so what will make me different from you focusing on your career? That makes sense.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so if you're going to be so engulfed in your career, how you gonna give me attention?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I look at it. I mean, so saying I've been engulfed in my career is just, that's even worse to me. So what you think, Solo?
No, I agree.
Hmm.
I agree 100% with that saying. I was over here laughing at Bro's wife because she said the comments about his head.
Oh yeah, bro is completely cut off.
Yeah, bro. You gotta
Can't see
lean
his
in
head at all.
What on the TikTok?
on everything,
What you mean,
everything,
man?
everything.
Yeah.
Look, man, y'all need to go to YouTube, baby.
On big.
Get
So
They want
that
she want
wide
to see the
angle.
chocolate drop.
Yeah, she want to see that
Uh-huh.
chocolate.
Where's my baby?
he said,
I'm right
I
here.
need to
he
see
said
my
chocolate
baby.
drop.
Where's my baby?
He said chocolate drop.
I can't see the screen. You know what I'm saying?
I
All
need to
can
see
is
my
YouTube.
baby.
Can you see me now?
I
Can you
mean,
see-
I feel like listening to what y'all said. I feel like when you have kids, when you married, when you've been through stuff, even if you ain't been, I ain't gonna even say even if you've been married, but if you've been through a long relationship, it teaches you a lot. You know, it teaches you wisdom, it teaches you patience. You just grow over time, and I feel like if you've never been through that, you're gonna be immature in a lot of areas in your life.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna be able to relate or understand certain situations in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. True. that.
Especially if the woman or the man have kids. Especially if there's kids
Exactly.
involved.
Mm.
Especially if there are kids. I think if there are kids involved, I think you should run. Oh no, I'm being honest. I'm not. It's not even being a joke. I'm being honest. Like I think, I think if a person come to you and they're that age and they never been in a relationship, never been married. Oh, not saying relationship, never been married, don't have no kids, and they come to you and they say, "Oh, my career," or whatever it may be. Then and you got kids. How can you think? To me, I would be like, okay, no, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Did that make sense? Am I? You
Yeah.
know?
No, I mean, we talked about that kid thing before, and
Yeah,
you got to
yeah.
come with open arms if kids are involved.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
yeah.
it's just not gonna work because you're not gonna. I mean.
True that.
Especially if they're young kids. I mean, definitely ain't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you ain't gonna have no patience at all.
Yeah, that is the patience ain't gonna be there. You know, all he gonna do is move on to the next. He gonna get what he want from you and move on to the next.
Yeah.
Now,
You know what I mean? A lot of times, what's crazy is that when people don't have kids, they automatically think that you need somebody to help take care of the kids. Like nobody asking you for your help
mm-hmm.
just because you don't have kids.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing fine before we met you. So
Hey,
I don't know why people think because you have kids, oh, you know, well, who, you know, where the mother at, where the father? They in the picture. Nobody asked
Mm-hmm.
that all that. Nobody wants your money either.
I think that's when that love factor come in. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
unconditional love. Do you love me for me, or you know what I'm saying? Are you loving me? Or
So-
put it this way: do they gotta love your kids to love you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a package deal.
So, well, let me ask a question then. Like, What
But
if the
not. I would say the order is definitely gonna be love you and then the kids, right? Because but yeah,
so I'm about to go left on this a little bit.
go ahead.
What if the kids are really, really bad? What if
Uh,
there are
Jesus.
bad kids?
I think there's
Oh God.
that would be the exception. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I got you
Oh
covered.
God.
I got you covered. Sorry.
So what if I mean for real? Like what if she's the best thing? What if she's the best thing sliced bread came to you? She is the woman you love, the woman you want to marry, but her kids are just
I mean, this is the sad thing. This goes for people who got kids. I don't think they're gonna want to deal with somebody else's kids like that, even if you got your own kids or not.
you say what now?
I said, even if the person got kids, like the dude, I don't think he gonna want to deal with somebody else's bratty kids like that anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if
What
you got kids or don't got kids. You know what I'm saying?
so you would give up your love life, the love of your dreams because I mean I'm just saying
But she got baby
that
kids.
the kids are
Yeah.
just the horrible.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
How horrible?
Yeah.
How horrible we talking
Like,
about?
yeah, I'll have to concur.
Don't nobody got time for
No,
all that.
I'm
That's too much
serious,
stress.
ladies. I'm sorry, and gentlemen. I ain't
That's
gonna
too
just
much
say,
stress.
ladies. It, I. This is just me. Like, if they like, okay, the way you discipline your kids is the way is how long I'm gonna stay. If I'm gonna look, because if you don't put a leash on your kids, and I'm not talking about literally, you know what I'm saying. If you don't discipline it's gonna be a problem. This is not gonna work. I don't want to come home and have to fight kids. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't want to have to fight people at work and then have to come home and fight people in my house.
Yeah.
What you think, B? B, what you think, B?
I get it. I get it.
I mean, it's just that's rough, and especially if they like younger. They real young, like 5, 6, and they just off the chain, and there's a couple of them.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
But
What we got next?
So what's on tap for the next topic?
all right, on the next topic, we have is cutting off certain friends or family for your relationship necessary.
Yeah and no.
I'm gonna say the question again. I'm gonna read the topic again. Is cutting off friends or family necessary for your relationship?
Yes and no.
Why would you say it so? Yes or no? The yes,
Say it
and then
again.
the no. Hello.
You heard him?
Yeah, say it again. My
I
bad.
said, give me the yes and give me the no.
Yes, cutting off is depending on if the family is toxic, if the family is not, you know, being encouraging, if the family is not supporting you and that person together, then no, keep them out. You know, it's not healthy. I think we said this in the last one of our lives that you know the, I think the biggest thing that ruins relationships is family then money. You know, um, but if the family is supportive of both of you, then yeah, you know, bring them in. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have kids too, because grandparents are always going to be there to help with the daycare assistance, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just big support. It's always, this is what I will say. It is a blessing. It is healthy to have your family involved if they're positive. You know what I mean? Because
Uh-huh.
that helps with, the encouragement, keeping each other together, But if you got people that's like, say for instance, you spread your business to somebody else and they being negative and they trying to break you up and they always tearing your relationship up, then that's not healthy. That's not good.
I feel
So you might
like,
want to keep that out.
yeah, I mean, I agree with you to an extent. Like, I feel like nobody should be in your relationship except for God. That's, like, because like friends shouldn't be in your relationship, family, because depending on the side, there's all in some ways for some people there's always going to be bias, right? For who, right? The my mom could be completely on my side, right? And vice versa, her parents. And you're never the other side may not get the entire story, right? So they
But
could
that's
wrongfully
why I
judge.
said to a certain degree.
But no, I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying because I think you said that it was okay if they're not like causing any strife in your marriage, right? But I'm saying I don't think that they should be in your marriage at all.
They shouldn't.
You know what I'm
But go
saying?
ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
But yeah, nah, it was just yeah, but yeah, that's all I had to say.
I
It's
mean,
just
but what are we talking about not being in? Are we talking about like the personal, like the personal side of it, or are we talking like? 'Cause what I mean by that is you shouldn't be telling your business to anybody. Period. You know
right.
what I'm saying? I don't care if it's your, you know what I mean. You shouldn't be saying that. Period. But what I'm saying is that when it comes to like your family support, it's good to have them in your relationship if they're being positive because it's good to have that back support. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not talking about like. I mean, I agree. I agree that you shouldn't have it. You shouldn't have people. You shouldn't have people anyway. In general, I don't care if it's
Mm-hmm.
family or not. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have in your relationship talking negative about your spouse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I feel like anybody who talks negative of your spouse is not a good friend
Right.
because that's your marriage you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that's your girlfriend or you dating somebody, that's a different story. But I feel like once you pass the grounds of marriage,
Mm-hmm.
that's no longer your place.
Right.
You know what I mean? You shouldn't
Yeah.
even put your mouth on somebody else's marriage because that's between you and God. But
Mm-hmm.
if they ain't say I do, then you know what I'm saying? I guess you can feel however you want to feel about it and you can take the advice that you would take.
I agree with you, and I would take it even further and say, even if you are girlfriend and boyfriend, I don't think it's their place. I think I think to give a fair chance and a fair opportunity for the foundation of the relationship or marriage to grow, I think family and friends should stay out of it completely. I mean, when it comes to taking care of the kids and family and being, yeah, okay, of course. But when it comes to the internal relationship, they should stay out of it completely
Yeah.
because because that's when turmoil come into play, and then that's when, just like bro said, that's when the favoritism and all, oh, because that's your mother, that's your father, because that's your friend, my friend will say something different, your friend will say, you feel what I'm saying? It's just too much back and forth. So I'm gonna tell you, even when I remember when, and I'm gonna put it out there, when my mom and her husband were going through it, and my brothers and them called me and said, oh, uh my mom's husband, oh, he said something, this is, and my brothers was telling me like I supposed to intervene. And I was like, I don't get involved in people's marriage, whether it's my mom or not. I'm not getting, as long as ain't no physical, ain't nothing physical happen, I don't get involved. And that's just how I always looked at it. I don't get involved.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you come to me and you say, hey, what do you think about this advice? And that's the biggest difference, I think, when it comes to friends, your circle of friends,
Mm-hmm.
because it's crazy how we talk, and it's weird how we all have, I feel like I could come to y'all about anything far as my relationship, because I trust the fairness. And when you could give a person that true answer, and you could tell them, look, you tripping, you tripping, that makes a great friend.
What's that
But
clicking noise?
I don't know, I think it's from Solo. But when somebody coming to you and they like, oh, they're this and they're that, when they always keep talking about your partner,
Right.
then we have a problem. That person is not, because they always going to see
What's going on?
your
Is it
side.
click or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It's a
clicking.
little clicking.
Clicking.
Oh yeah, I'm going here liking it. I'm over here liking it.
Yeah, yeah. So
My bad.
it's like, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, if a person, a true friend, will give it to you raw. Whether
Right.
you're wrong, they're gonna give it to you raw.
Right, wrong,
You know,
and
yeah,
different. You're gonna
exactly.
get it.
They're gonna
Yeah.
give it to you.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, bruh, you're tripping. Okay.
Right.
You need to go on over there and apologize.
I think also with that question, with family and friends, it takes time too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like a relationship takes time, it takes time, because some family members aren't going to be quick to gravitate to your significant
They not
other.
at, yeah,
Mhm.
You know
not
what
at
I'm
all.
saying? But over time, as they start to see that person is really there for you, you know what I'm saying, then I think family tends to come around a little bit more. Like, dang, you know what, they really are there for my cuz or for my brother or for, you know what I'm saying, for my mom, because they do this and they do that.
Right.
So over time, it tends to make those relationships better. Sometimes they don't start off like that right away.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people don't like each other right away.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll backtrack a little bit on what I said. I think for me, the only exception to not letting your family into your relationship would be if it's a situation of like abuse.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Then speak
Yeah.
up, say something.
Oh, something got to be done.
You know what I'm saying?
But-
Yeah.
Yeah, and let me say this, because I have this going, and I put out there, I have this going with me. At my age, to be honest with you, I don't care about what their family thinks.
Right.
I mean, it's different. Okay, it's different from when you're 20 to you 40. Like, I don't care what your family thinks.
What's up, Steve? What's up, Blanco boy?
I mean, am I tripping? Okay, hear me out. And Solo Elizabeth, it's like, it's different when you're 20.
Nah, I
You
agree
like,
with
yeah, you get what I'm saying? It's different when you're 20. You like, oh, how your family feel? Oh, do your mom and dad?
asking all
Do they,
kinds of
yeah,
questions.
yeah. Are they, you know, do they like me?
Would you
I mean,
please, would you
do you,
get-
yeah, I mean, do you think they appreciate me if I, you know, what if I bring them a gift or something? You think?
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I don't give a shit about.
Yeah, they don't like it, they don't like it. It is what it is.
Hey, if they like me, they
don't
like
pay
me. They
your
don't.
bills.
They don't.
They don't
There
pay
you
your
go.
house.
I don't pay. They don't pay my bills. I ain't tripping off what they talk about.
But you know what? I think, you know, we talked about, you know, youngsters. I think that nowadays youngsters don't care.
Yeah.
Versus us when we were younger, we cared
cared.
what
Yeah,
what
we
you know,
cared.
our girlfriends, parents, or females, boyfriends. You know what I'm saying? We cared about that. You know. Nowadays it's not that. So
How you feel about that?
I mean, I think it's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you should want to impress your girl's parents or
Right.
whatever the case may be.
You think so?
I mean, you don't got to impress them.
you
But,
talking
know,
about the youngins these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, the youngins. I mean, you don't need to impress them, but you at least need to have respect for them. And you know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Oh,
And-
you talking about the young?
Yeah, young like 20.
Well,
We talking about you know.
I say this. I feel like regardless of what age, I feel like every good parent, right? I won't say father, but every good parent is gonna want to know that you have their child's best interests at heart and are gonna take care of their child.
Yeah.
You know,
Fact.
depending on how you look at the
I
situation.
mean, if you in your if you 19 and up, yeah. But if you in your late 30s, 40s, come on now.
Yeah,
We ain't got time for all
I ain't.
We ain't got time for all that.
ain't-
No, I feel you. I'm not saying that you need to be like showing like, yeah, here's
I mean,
my
we
bank-
have a decade.
here's my bank statements. You ain't gotta be doing all that.
This is my
but
my
you
FICO
know,
score is a
yeah. But you know, that's gonna come out in the general questions, right? Like, you know, what do you do for a living? You know what I'm saying? Like those are questions that, you know, parents ask to kind of see, you know, what kind of head you got on your shoulders, or you know what I'm saying?
And you
like,
think you would ask that
I mean,
question
that
as
go
a
based on your
40-year-old?
child too, though.
I mean, you would ask that as a 40-year-old? Like
you don't that question always comes up. Hey, what do you like? What do you do? You
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying?
okay, it could come up, but it's like, do I really? Okay, me looking at it from a child, like if they was older and I'm older, like, would I? Who you pick at 40 is like, it don't matter what I say, because you're gonna. Okay, for example, I had to tell us like, for example, and Solo hit me. We had this talk before too. It's like you 40 and you go into your wife's father, or before she was your wife, to ask him for permission to marry him.
Right.
Like, why? What do you?
No, I mean,
if he say no, you're gonna be like, okay, so what? I'm marrying her anyway. Like,
yeah, I'm not saying that won't happen.
He better be like, you know what, take her.
right. Dang, about time here. Somebody.
Nah, I'm just saying that
Somebody get it.
every I don't want to say every good parent will want to know who their child is gonna end up.
No,
with,
I agree.
and that they're gonna.
I mean,
be
I agree on
Safe,
that.
and you know what I'm saying.
But I look at it like
But
this.
you know what's sad, bros? I'm gonna say this: if they older, then that tells you about that person's character and who they pick.
What do you mean?
Because if you know your child is a good child, and you know your child has good character and good instinct of like moral judgment, you're gonna even question that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean,
You're gonna be excited for them.
Yeah, but every relationship is different, right? You know, every person that someone may pick may not be like a woman may not there's a woman may not pick a player all the time. Well, she may pick players all the time. Just what I'm saying, or roughneck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I
But
don't
that's
think
what I'm
that.
saying. If they always picking roughnecks and mistakes, then of course you're gonna question that.
No, that's what I'm saying. What if it's a mixed bag, right? To where you don't know.
Then she need to wake up and start a coffee or something.
I mean, I'm with you. So I ain't gonna lie, I agree with Solo on this. Like, it's like at 40, I mean, I don't need to ask no question. I mean, she gonna pick who she gonna pick. I mean, at that time, you didn't live life. I
He
hope
should be settled. He should be settled. I mean, that's
yeah,
just like
y'all
I was
didn't
telling you
live
about
life.
my.
Y'all
Some of
didn't.
them ain't.
That's like I was
And
telling
that's
you about
true,
my.
but
That's what I'm
what he's
saying.
saying, I know what he.
And I'm
I
not
know what he's
telling you
saying.
that you gotta ask for
No,
permission.
no. I hear what y'all are saying. Some of them not. But at that age, like, what are you gonna do as a father and say what? What are you gonna say?
Ain't nothing you can say.
And that's
Nah.
what
Okay,
I'm
so-
saying.
I mean,
There's
but
nothing
you can still
say.
ask
So let
those
me say it like
questions.
this.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm not
See,
saying
I'm gonna
you
say
can
this.
ask the questions, but
I
what
think
is
I was
it?
telling y'all about my sister, right? And how I've always been protective over her. Now she like 37, going on 38. She makes good money. She got good. She makes great choices. I shouldn't have to question everybody that comes through the door. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm protective of her. You know what I'm saying? I should be congratulating her, saying, you know what? I'm glad you found somebody that appreciates you.
Mm-hmm.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
you
And as
do
long as you know that he's there for you, then we got your back now. But
you do
maybe
gotta
at
watch
21,
from a
maybe at
distance.
19, I'd have been a
Oh
little bit more.
yeah,
I'd
yeah,
have been a
of
little bit more
course.
worried about it. You know what I'm saying?
But
Because
he
you
right,
know how
like,
people could be naive, but she had an age where she's not naive. No more.
yeah,
She
it's
grown
like they
self.
didn't live.
Well,
What question I'm at? Even though I asked, I hear what y'all saying. I'm not saying you're wrong. Like, yeah, you can ask the questions, but what I'm saying, what will it? It won't matter. If
Yeah.
okay, you can ask the question. Say, what do we do? What do we do? Nothing. Nothing. Here, gang back on the street. What you gonna say? You can say, "Oh, baby, man. Oh, Lord."
Yeah, that
But
ain't the one.
at the same time, guess what? You can say that.
Maybe.
But they're still
But
gonna
bro,
do.
he ain't the one. But you should know that by now. Or
Thank
she
you.
should
And
know.
she's still gonna do it. She's still gonna do it.
Hey, if he put it down in the bedroom,
Look,
dog. Hey, you
Ain't nobody trying to hear. I'm not trying to think about that kind of stuff, B.
But that's where them Peaky Blinders come in,
Hold
bro.
on, bro.
You know it. The Peaky Blinders
on.
come in.
I gotta give you one of these, B. Point of order. Don't be.
No, I'm serious though. It's like Solo right. Like you, I mean, what are you gonna say? There's nothing. They're gonna do what if they're gonna make that choice. They're gonna make that choice whether you say no or yay. It don't
Exactly.
matter.
And if you ain't rocking, then they just gonna keep it moving without you.
See,
You might not hear from them for a couple
exactly
weeks or a couple months.
at 20, yeah, they might listen. They'll be like, well, yeah, Dad, I see what you're saying. Yeah, da 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 da. But once they get like like he said, late 30s, 40s, you should
I don't
live.
think
You,
no
Yeah,
age,
like
man.
19, 20, 25. Okay, yeah, you know, we can have that conversation. But
yeah.
37 and up, 35 and up, I can't be happy. I mean, we got to find you somebody.
Look, Solo stupid. Solo said, "I'm just trying to get you out the house." We're gonna have to find you somebody, baby. Get you up out this house.
Yeah.
If you find anybody, look, I'm with you on that. That's still a tough. I ain't gonna say tough situation because I mean they older, but I mean I just don't look at it whereas though I'm not asking for permission. Like I'm just not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ask either.
Yeah, I'm not asking for permission. Like.
But asking for what?
Like your
The next
hand
40
in
years of
marriage.
somebody's life?
Yeah, like you stupid. And that's hey, you know what, Solo? You said a good thing, a good point. Like we got more years behind. We need to go and make this happen no matter what.
It's life short.
Yeah, life too short, man. We ain't got time. You better come on, get this.
We daggone, if you think about it, we 10 years from a decade.
Yeah, Like, yeah, I'm not asking for permission. Come on, walk down this aisle. Let's go.
Yeah. Look,
Get on now.
give it 20 more years. Look, what is it? Is it 10, 20 more years? You over there ordering off the senior citizen?
Right? You better come on and get it.
Baby, I found somebody
You ain't
nice
lying.
at home.
You better come on, walk down that aisle. Just keep playing. Miss out on this boat. Man, stop playing. But no, man. So you're right, man. This is crazy.
So what we got up next, fellas? What's next on tap?
Next is the entertainment section. Hey, Solo.
Is it entertainment already?
Yeah, what you want? What
It's
section?
10 after 8. I didn't know it was entertainment already.
I mean, we can
go right on. Go right on. Let's go to entertainment.
You want to go to entertainment? What you want? You want?
What happened?
We about to go into another. What you want another one?
I mean, that's something
Let me see here. Let me see what we got on tap.
I wanna let me get some because it's still, you know, saying it's Black History Month. I wanna hear some of these facts.
You know what? I want to say
I'm
something
gonna
on there
say
too.
though. Go ahead.
So, in class, man, I've been trying to get the kids to write essays on Black History Month. People like music artists and such and things like that. And I feel like kids, man, are so lazy. They didn't even want to like write about certain artists and things. I'm like, man, what are we doing in school, man?
What do you
You
mean?
know,
What do you mean they didn't want to write about what?
like, so I gave them a choice to choose, an artist of their choice, African American artists. Give me some fun facts, give me some, things that they've done, some if they have done any type of like, nonprofit work, things like that. And it was like pulling teeth nowadays. But I telling them like, some people pick some artists where, okay, like they picked what is my man, Sam Cooke.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that Sam Cooke, the song A Change Is Gonna Come was actually written around the time of Martin Luther King.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I don't know if y'all know that he got killed literally after that song came out. And he got shot in front of a hotel. And some of the kids was looking all, crazy and stuff. But I'm like, you know what? If you don't realize this, if it wasn't for that song, if it wasn't for Martin Luther King, that wouldn't be sitting right here right now looking at each other, looking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all sitting right here talking about music. You got a Black American, you got a white American, you got Spanish, Asian. Y'all all sitting here because of these type of music that we talking about right now. Because it meant something.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
And it kind of just bothered me how, what I'm saying, like some of them were saying like there's not enough Black history in the actual school.
Well,
It's not.
well, let me
So when
ask
they
you a
said that, I
question.
said, let's give them a chance.
Well, let me
Go ahead,
ask
what
you
you
a
say?
question since you in the school system. What are some of the things you have seen? Because it's Black History Month. So what are some of the things you heard or have seen where it's like been different for you? Like from when we was in school compared to now when it comes to celebrating Black History Month in school.
What I realized is that even and the kids pointed this out to me, which I didn't know. They said it's not enough pictures, it's not enough things being shown in the school about Black History Month, right? So they was like, they don't feel like they're teaching enough on it. So
Or being
what I
represented.
did was, I was like, I'm going to make it into a project. Then I want you guys to choose your own, artists. Make it fun for you guys, and find a Black artist. It could be a musician, it could be a producer, it could be a singer, and I want you guys to, give me some fun facts, and we do a presentation. And the presentation actually opened the doors for great dialogue. But the typing part they didn't want to do. I mean, this generation don't want to
Oh no, they ain't doing no
really sit
physical
down
work.
and write about somebody.
Yeah,
But for me,
yeah,
I
they
was
ain't doing no
actually
physical
learning
work.
a whole lot through that whole process through the kids.
Can we Google this? Because we're not writing anything, sir.
Yeah.
So let me ask
Exactly.
you a question. Did you get now when you saw this or heard this, was it from Black students or was it like a mixture from other
No, it was
other
from the Black students.
it's just the Black students that came to you about far as the
The Black
pictures?
students actually opened up in class about it, which I found surprising.
Well, the only reason why I'm asking that is because I mean, okay. Black History Month was put in place for what? For the awareness to be brought to the attention of the greatness of blacks, what blacks have done in society, to celebrate the culture of black being African American, whatever.
Right.
But I look at it like if we're the only ones doing it, then what are we actually achieving?
I understand what you're saying.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
It's like if we're the only ones that's, I mean, they're trying to take Black history out of the school system.
Yeah.
Far as from I mean, I know you heard of this. I know everybody
Yeah.
heard of, like, they're trying to literally take Black history from the teachings out of the school system. So I asked this question. So since it's on, what other means can we do? Because this is how I look at it. They only see us as entertainers. That's what they see us. Let's keep. I'm being 100. We might get
Banned
No,
again.
no.
TikTok ban.
but I'm being
Bananas.
real. I'm being real. They only see us as entertainment. So what other means and what other strategies can we do to bring the awareness? Because obviously it's only us that's trying to put it out there to us, I guess, to bring the awareness. So what are some of the other, you know?
Well, I would say this. As far as Black History Month, man, I remember there was a time where when Black History Month came about, you had like the step teams doing stuff at
Oh
the
my.
school.
Oh
You
yes.
had
Yes, you remember
you
that?
had maybe like, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
gospel shows up at the
They
schools
had some
where
at Hayfield.
they would have
Yeah.
it there.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say we sang that.
Yeah,
We
and
We
Herndon. They
did
did a step show at
yep,
Herndon. I went to.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
we actually got an award. We got an
Yeah.
award in high school for singing that.
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, it was things where it was promoted more heavily. I could say now, like the school that's right down the street that my kids go to, um, I haven't seen one thing come out about a Black History Month type celebration, and you know that's where it needs to go back to.
Right.
You got to get people involved, and I don't think it's a race thing because I think that white folks, I think that Hispanic folks, I think everybody would come out to indulge in it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't think that I just think that it's not being put together so people
I
can
think
come.
I think from my experience, because I did have some students saying, "Well, what about our
Appreciate you, Mo.
culture?" I was like, "Well, I think every culture should be celebrated. You know, every month or every week or whatever. You know what I mean, in the school, where it's given a time where you can talk and learn about something.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
I
feel
think
like there should be what's going on in talent. I feel like it should be given an opportunity to teach different things. You know what I mean? Different cultures, different
Yeah.
aspects, because America is a melting pot. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and I
So
feel like um I feel like the literature inside of school, like there should be things that are off limits. You know what I'm saying? Like how can you, we had this conversation about laws and what certain things should be uh uh applied to all states and not able to be changed at a state level. You know what I'm saying? Like teaching or removing a part of history that you really not really teaching at all, right? Or shedding a light on. That's something that should be off limits. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they say because some of the states were saying because it's not we're punishing the kids now for something that happened in the past. That
That's
was
not a
their
fun. That's an
excuse.
excuse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was an excuse.
That's an
yeah.
excuse.
What they why they were saying, oh, we need to take it out because some of the kids are not involved or traumatized from what was done in the past. But you know, it's an excuse. Like you said, it's just an excuse, man. It
Yeah, man.
really
I
is.
mean, they try to water it down, right? They try to eliminate it, and I'll give you a prime example. Because I didn't know this. This is one that I wanted to bring. I don't know if anybody else knew this or not. Marie Van Britton Brown, born on January 7, 1922, was an African American nurse and inventor from Queens, New York City. In 1966, at the age of 44, she came up with a brilliant idea to create a unique home surveillance device with a closed circuit television security system. She and her husband, Albert Brown, applied for the patent and invented a system with a motorized camera that could show images on a monitor. So essentially, the security system, right? The patent was eventually granted, and her invention went on to become a technological precursor to how modern day home security systems would be designed.
Wow.
Brown's invention had very unique features for the time. The motorized camera at the door could slide up and down and look out of four peepholes. Anything the camera captured would be displayed on a monitor. Her system also included a radio-controlled lock that would allow the front door to remotely unlock, and an audio video alarm system that could be used to see and communicate with whoever was at the door. Now this was back in was it 1966.
Great day.
You know what I'm saying? And it said where is it? What is all the part? For her genius invention, which obviously contributed to the future of home security systems, Brown was given a prestigious award by the National Sciences Committee. But for the most part, her invention has gone unnoticed and undocumented by the mainstream media and literature. That's something that, you know, our kids need to know about, because that's one of many
Inventions.
black people that have contributed to where we are today with technology, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Come on.
That's huge. I didn't know that, so I learned something today.
Yeah. I mean, and we was
Learn
talking
something every day.
as a segue. Where is it? Hold on. As a segue to movies, right? We was talking about.
Don't you say her name?
No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm trying to get to this article though. Why is it not popping up? I'm trying to get to this article. Why is it not
What's up, Cool One? Mo and King Gemini.
What up,
Thank y'all
Talent?
for
Speak for
joining
me.
What's up, Talent?
Talent said she didn't know we was on TikTok. She was over on IG.
My bad. We meant to send out something, but we make sure you notified next time for sure.
Hey, what platforms are we on today, fellas?
Lift every voice.
Hey, so I gotta be quiet, sucker. I got a comment on Bigo. Cool One said the system was designed to make black men unable to provide for their families. Understand? Peace, Lord.
Yeah.
Appreciate that comment, bro.
So
Yeah,
what?
appreciate that.
So what do we need to do? If the system, who said that?
That was cool. Cool
One. The system. Say the system was built for us not to be able to provide. So what do we have to do as black men?
You mean from the standpoints of that comment?
Yeah, the standpoints of that comment. I want him to answer as well from the standpoints of that comment. Then what do we have to do as black men?
To be able to, I mean, look, I feel like we have to do. It's a tough question because we have to do more. Yeah, we have to do more. We have to do more of what a lot of leaders and figures have been trying to do. You know what I'm saying? It takes
village.
Yeah, it takes more people to really just stand up and say something, and then piggybacking off of that in terms of creating an effective change. Like we have to voting, right? We have to pay attention. We have to really look at who we're putting into these positions of power to create legislation and things like that. You know what I'm saying? To and really hold their feet to the fire for things that they say that they're going to do when they're running. You know what I'm saying?
I would say that I agree with what you're saying to an extent, but I also believe, just like some of the greats have said, change comes from within. And as a group of black males, we have to make that change.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
And if it's a change that needs to be made, like I had a vision, man, and I don't know if it'll ever come through or what, but I wanted to start a nonprofit organization that would help younger kids, and I wanted it to focus on sports mainly, but then I wanted it to lead into schools and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And I remember growing up, I lived in Lorton. We had a rec center. It's nothing like that for these kids now. And at the rec center, everybody from the hood would go to the rec center. And the rec center, they sold little drinks and stuff. You could go in there. They had movie nights in there where you could go up there. Some families didn't have movies and TVs, but it was something that promoted like unity amongst the community. And I think that's what is missing in a lot of areas is unity amongst the community.
Yeah.
I would speak life with you. You're not gonna want to. You're gonna do it.
You breaking up, Solo? What you say?
Say it again.
I said we're gonna speak life into it. He not gonna say he gonna want to do it. He's gonna do it.
But see, this is where I would piggyback off of B2 is the fact that, and I'm about to say something.
What's up, Lady Di?
Yes.
Spiridon.
I think more of like we always, as black men do too, we kind of make excuses too.
Yeah.
We kind of make excuses for everything. Like we always say, oh, they not gonna give me that position. They gonna give that to somebody white, or they gonna give somebody other color. Or, nah, I can't do that because I ain't, that ain't what we do. Or that ain't, I ain't gonna run for that because, that's not something we do. We don't be all like that. No. It's like we gotta hold ourselves accountable, man. Because our black women killing it. They moving them. They killing the game. They furthering their education. They going up for these positions. They standing up for what they feel. It's our turn. It's us. We have to start doing that. We have to start furthering our education. We have to start saying we gonna run for these positions.
What's up, Fresh?
That's where it starts.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
So I guess the last two things I wanted to touch on in this one is a segue to the movies, movie topics that we was going to talk about.
Okay.
The first one I'll do is on MJ, Michael Jackson, not Michael Jordan.
I thought you were talking about Michael Jordan.
Yeah, see, I had to specify.
I thought you were talking about Michael Johnson.
I just want because I read this last night and I read, I was like, man, that was such a boss move that he did.
Oh, the 10 million.
Nah.
That was a boss move.
So this John said, Jackson's company, Sony ATV, purchased. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna read the caption first.
Hold on, you said Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson,
the singer.
yes.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
Said when Eminem did a diss on Michael Jackson in 2005, Michael made no comments. He went and bought Eminem's whole catalog and then got paid every time Eminem performed.
Get out of here.
That's a boss move right there, dog.
Wow.
That's a boss move right there, dog.
I'd kill that dude, man. I had to kill him.
That's crazy.
I had to kill him, yo. Like, I ain't gonna come and take my stuff. I'm about to kill that dude.
Take that. He did a ditty.
Yeah. Yeah.
But other contributions, switching over to the movie topics. So Marvel, right? Marvel's big, one of the biggest out there right now, right?
Yeah,
They got the series and everything, and so a number of years ago, actually back down in 1998, Marvel was on the verge of bankruptcy, and take a guess at what movie saved them.
Wakanda.
No, man, it's 1998.
Oh, 1998.
98.
98.
Take a guess at what
Marvel
movie.
came out in 98.
Well, Batman's not Marvel, so
No, that's DC.
yeah.
98. Marvel movie?
Marvel.
In
That
98?
saved them from bankruptcy
What's
and
up, Deron?
catapulted
Take-
them to
Because
where
the
they
only
are
one
today.
that really I know, the first was Iron Man. So I don't know what.
Iron Man wasn't no 98.
I know, but
no.
Iron Man wasn't 98. That's the only time I knew Marvel.
TikTok Bigo. Anybody know what movie Marvel put out in 98 that brought him back to life?
Yeah. Let's see.
Movie trivia.
Movie.
First one to get it right gets a podcast head
Oh,
cup.
Cannibal Street said Blade.
Yeah,
Blade.
it was Blade.
Marvel had Blade?
Yeah, Blade is a Marvel character.
Wow. Didn't know
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Wesley
either.
Snipes?
Wesley Snipes.
that. Wesley Snipes.
Yeah. So there's in 1998, Blade earned $131 million, saving Marvel from bankruptcy,
Wow.
and essentially paving the way for the franchise that we know today.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I would never. You know what? I ain't never really watched Blade like that.
Are you
I
serious?
watched
I swear to you.
Come on,
I'm gonna have to
bro.
watch
Blade
that.
was
Wesley
the bomb.
do his
You
thing
never
in
saw-
that
never
joint,
saw
bro.
All three
Oh,
of them.
come
It's
on,
three.
man.
There's three of them. Yeah, I ain't never seen not
Oh,
one.
Look,
Not
man,
net
you
of-
gotta-
not net of
Yo.
one.
Look, you got a whole Rolodex of movies you gotta watch, bro.
Man, Blade was the man. Blade 2 was my favorite though. Blade
Yeah.
2 was my favorite.
Hey,
That
so
was-
Cool One said, "Why do you think black men can't collectively achieve any of the things you brothers just suggested?"
because
Go ahead.
no, go
ahead. Look, we all about to
Go
jump.
ahead, we about to go. Go ahead, bro.
I don't even think that it's necessarily a black men thing. I think it's a black people thing,
Say it again.
right? One of the
Slide
things
in the
that,
camera. Slide.
yeah, my
Say
bad.
it again.
See,
I
Say it
can't,
again.
I can't see. I don't know what I'm doing.
Say it
There
again.
you go.
Black people thing.
It's a black people thing, man. For some reason, and this is one of the things that we collectively, and people have talked about this, we collectively have to do for each other. We got to start supporting each other.
Ooh.
And I'm not talking about just. We have to really start supporting each other, man. Like you go out there and you buy the Louis Vuittons and all the other stuff that's taking. Who is? A matter of fact, I think
Pharrell got he's
Pharrell.
yeah. He
as a
just
designer,
yesterday.
right?
As a designer, yeah.
That's another prime example. And I'm not saying like
So
you go
big
get your money, but that's another prime example of them making money off of
say
the
it again.
ideas, right?
Say it again.
So, and
Until we start owning this stuff,
yes,
they're putting. Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro. You
Yeah,
about to
no,
get me
no.
all into it,
No.
bro. They're
we have to start doing that. We got to start supporting each other, man. We talk about it all the time. We can't create generational wealth if we keep giving our money to everybody else.
Ladies and gentlemen, stop. Okay, yes, it's great that they become the face of the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
But they do that on purpose because we're the ones giving them the money. That just like Viacom, who is it, Viacom that owns BET, and they got a black woman that's the face of it. Why?
Right.
Because they know they can't put one of theirs in the face of it because it won't be supported. They're going to do that. We, just like bro said, we as black folks have to start owning this stuff. Because they're not going to put their own, because they're making money off of us. That's just like these basketball teams, football teams, all these white owners. We need to start owning these things. That's the problem. And we need to start building each other up to tear each other down. We just cannot support each other for nothing. Soon as you get to, they're gonna support you to get to the top, but then as soon as you get to the top, oh, he think he all that now.
Right.
Like, they tear you down.
Yeah, we gotta get the jealousy out of there. Like it should be. We just need to support each other, man, and not only just support, but reach back. Once you get to that point, reach back and pull somebody else up with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, just be careful, y'all, so we don't get a banana.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is, I understand what you're saying.
It's a great topic.
Yeah. And we talking about Black history.
Black History Month.
Black future. No,
but I didn't know Blade was a Marvel movie though.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's something I didn't know that. But Blade 2, the best one.
Yeah, I have to watch Blade. I haven't seen any of them. So
yeah, man. The first one, I don't know, man. I'm trying to. Blade 2 was.
That was the dude. The dude, the mouth open.
Oh, was it? Oh,
the crew had
Drago or whatever his name was. Yeah. I don't know, man. Blade 1 went hard though, man.
Yeah, it went hard, but Blade 3 ain't do it for me. Maybe that's why they ain't
What's
do
up, Big D?
But Blade 2,
Lex, Johnny Be Good.
But Blade 2, I watched that about 4-5 times when it first came out. Yo, that done was so.
Deacon Frost. No.
So, one of the movies that we was going to talk about. What was the name of that movie?
You People. This is one of the Netflix movies that I think people, it kind of like last week it went to like #1 in Netflix watched movies. It was called You People. This movie was starring let me go. This got shoot, hold on. Give me 1 second. I know Eddie Murphy, Laura London,
Jonah Hill.
Yeah. Neil Long. Great. It was people out there, let us know what you thought about it.
Movie?
Yeah. We want to ask people what they thought of it. Have you saw it, Solo? What'd you think, Solo? What'd you think about it?
So I thought, sometimes I don't like getting into certain type of movies, you know what I'm saying? But actually I like his concept, and I like the people that he actually chose for the movie too, specifically to bring out, his thoughts and ideas of that movie. It was a very controversial movie.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy's part of the movie was actually very funny and hilarious. Eddie Murphy was actually really funny in the movie.
It and believe it or not, it only got like out of some of the bigger critics, it only got like 5 out of 10 stars.
Oh, word.
It got that many stars only?
Yeah, that's it.
What's that?
But some of the comments, You People, it got, it didn't get a big rating.
Was that the critics though, or was that the
critics? Of course,
I don't pay attention to.
I don't pay attention to that. But no, when you look at some of the reviews too, a lot of people were saying how it was just too racy. Like every scene was like something racy. And
it definitely did have that in it.
Yeah. It was almost like every scene was something either stereotype or racy. And it was. But it was, I think it was a good movie though.
Yeah.
I think it kind of hit home of what kind of sometimes people go through from different ethnicity that go, you know what I mean? Whether it was white, black, Spanish, it don't matter. I think it hit sometimes what couples can go through.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to know who actually was like, I kind of don't want to play in this movie, or
Say
who
it again?
actually turned it down? I would like to know who turned down the movie.
Oh, there were some people that turned.
Nah,
it
they
down?
ain't gonna say that. But you want to know because
No,
you
there
feel
was some
like
people that
you
actually
feel like it
turned
was
down,
some
like,
people.
Django.
You feel like it
You know
was
what I'm
some that did turn it down. Like, oh yeah, it's people who turn the movies down all the time. But I don't know if they're gonna say. You know what I mean? Like it's
Probably
like
not until later.
yeah, it's people who turn down that stuff all the time. But I mean, for me, it was very. Eddie did a wonderful job. I think Jonah did a wonderful job.
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning, it was almost like dry humor. Like a lot of it was really dry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A lot of it dry humor. You get what I'm saying? But I think it was still on the level of like it kind of I could see because like okay, the mother, his mother and that played who was it played by? Don't
Yeah,
get me
she
lying.
played in the TV show Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of her character was kind of it kind of got on my nerves a little bit.
Why?
I don't know if
Yeah,
you
it was different. Her character was
yeah,
different.
it kind of got on that's the only part about it that was like I was like they need to fix I would have I don't know. That character was a little bit too much for me.
You do know, like in the Friends, majority of those characters were Jewish.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
so
but
she kind of played that role.
well, that was a little bit too much cuz it was really
What was she
stereo.
doing? Because I ain't seen it yet.
Well, we're not gonna go into it.
Yeah,
because
because you ain't seen it yet.
I'm still
We
watching.
probably get no. He's saying we probably get banned.
It was just a lot of like, you know what I'm saying? Like they pretty much portrayed her to be like she was touting her soon to be black daughter-in-law, you know what I'm saying, touting her to her friends. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, like
So,
okay.
Yeah,
I
that's the
got
way
you.
they depicted her.
Stereotyping.
I got you.
Like
Yeah.
I mean, everything was a stereotype to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
but I mean, I think it was a good movie, man. I
Yeah,
think
overall, it was
it
a
had
good
a
movie.
good storyline. You know what I'm saying, and it was pretty good. So I mean, I think the production was different but good. You know what I'm saying? The way they kind of changed scenes in a lot of them. I don't know if you caught that.
Oh yeah.
But it was pretty good, man.
The father was playing the piano and singing.
Oh, he was singing John Legend.
John Legend. We just ordinary people.
That
Yo,
was funny.
the funny part to me was when she burnt Eddie's hat.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, that joint was funny.
Oh,
he
my
got that joint
God.
from Louis Farrakhan.
Oh, yo.
It was. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was fun. Like I think, like even the beginning when they was at the party and the pastor was like, "You got an issue? I mean, you want me to take you to the bathroom?"
So this is a spoiler alert. Go TikTok if y'all want to hear about this movie, but definitely check it out when you get a
You want me to
chance.
take you in the bathroom? I can look at it. We can go. He was like, "No, I don't need you to look at it right now."
Yeah, I think in that movie they hit just about everything they could possibly hit. I mean, and I'm talking about from like a worldly.
You
type
mean like
thing.
situation?
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
But
Like
that's good,
his
man.
sister
Do
was
you think that
his sister
really
was
exists,
well, not
though? Like, do you
bisexual,
think
but she
that
was.
exists in a sense?
Hold on,
Or is
Solo.
that
What'd
too
you say,
extreme?
Solo?
I said, do you think that was too extreme, or do you think that really happened?
See, that's what a lot of the people were saying. The reviews they were saying that it was too extreme,
But it may be extreme to who's reviewing
and
it,
that's
though?
what I don't know. But
You
see,
know what I'm
that's the
saying?
thing.
Is it the
I
people
mean,
that's
It was a whole bunch of. That's why a lot of it. I mean, not just critics. It was a lot of people that had like, even when a lot of the people talk about it, it was just like it was just way too much. Like they think it was. You got to look at it.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna check
gotta
it
look.
out.
It was like every scene for
Baby,
real.
we gonna watch that this weekend.
I mean, do you agree? It was really every scene. Like
Yeah, they had
every scene had
so
like
there was no breathing room.
no,
for
every scene, every single scene was, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad movie, but it was every single
just
scene.
a little
was
oversaturated
just-
with the.
I mean, it was just a lot. Every single scene.
Yeah, I'm gonna check
Everything.
it out.
Oh, but the best part about it was, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people out in the world, the best part about it was he quit his job to run his podcast.
Oh yeah. I thought
I think that was dope.
that was definitely.
He had a podcast and
okay.
he had an actual
he
corporate
talked,
job.
And he talked about like urban.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I
That's
did
what's
want to
up.
see him get back together in the movie and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That
me
was
too.
kinda crazy.
Me too.
What do you mean them get back together? They did.
They did get back, but I'm saying he's
No,
saying
like
he wanted
when
to
they
see
had
them.
that little breaking point.
Oh. But it
You know
was
what I
too
mean?
much. I think
it was kind of like, you kind of felt bad for him because he was like, he finally found somebody that he can relate to.
Yeah, yeah. It was
But
good.
you know what though? Actually, now thinking about it, it's like they had to make it overpowering because they broke up because of that. I'm sorry. I don't mean
No. You good?
But yeah, but
Which, remember what I said to you? Remember what I said to y'all? I said family is always the cause of breakups.
yeah,
I said
yeah,
that. It wasn't not about no money. It was not
yeah.
about none of that. It was family.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Bro, so question for y'all: did any of y'all check out The Last of Us?
Nah,
From
I saw
HBO?
the.
is that was the one with the like the aliens? Not the aliens, but dude with the
So it's based off a game.
the people eating or something.
Yeah,
it's
called
Oh yeah, I
Clickers.
saw it. I saw it.
based
seen
off
it?
of game.
Yeah, I saw
That
it.
joint was good, ain't it?
That joint was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Game
It was
what?
good.
Based off a game.
The Last of Us. It's a game.
Yeah.
Oh, based off of a game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Based
okay.
off of the
Yeah.
game. Last
Okay.
of Us. But that's the name of the show too.
It
It
was
comes on
all right.
HBO
I know the
Max.
main character. I believe the main
Pedro
character.
Pascal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he played in game.
Narco.
He played in Game of Thrones too. Yeah, he
I
did.
heard.
Narco was good too.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you watch Game of Thrones yet?
I ain't never seen Game of Thrones.
Oh my god!
But I tell you
bro.
one thing, I didn't like him in Narcos because I'm wanting to see the drug dealers get away. And he just
Yeah.
on them. He want to catch somebody all the time.
Nah, man, you gotta watch Game of Thrones, man. That's that show, bro.
Yeah, I'll try to, man. I ain't gonna lie. I probably.
I doubt, man. You missing out on a whole bunch of
know.
stuff.
Have you ever seen Breaking Bad?
I didn't, but my wife did.
Breaking Bad is good.
Yeah,
See, so you missed out on some stuff too.
I may go back. I may go and watch that one.
Yeah, Breaking
I
Bad.
watched-
Breaking Bad is good. I mean,
Ain't
be
Breaking Bad
prepared.
got like 50,000 episodes?
It's like five
Lord,
seasons
geez.
to that joint.
5
but,
seasons.
But I'm telling you, when you watch it, me and my wife, when we first watched it, we watched it from sun up to sundown.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
See, that's
y'all.
how I was with
Yeah.
Dexter. I was like that with Dexter, man. I kind of watched it like it caught me, and I was just
I know you. What you watching now?
nothing.
Nothing. So watch. What's the joint I told you last episode to watch, man? Mayor of Kingstown, bro.
Yeah, you've been saying that for
You gotta
was
watch that joint.
Talent Speak for Me said, "Do you guys watch Truth Be Told in Apple TV?" What's that?
Nah,
I ain't
who's
never
in
heard of
there?
that.
Apple TV got some good stuff
Wow.
though.
Really?
They
I
got some
heard.
good stuff.
Truth Be Told.
Have you ever watched the movie with the little kid? It's a little kid, man, and he's I can't think of the name. It's a Netflix original, and he got superpowers.
Oh, little Timmy. Oh, the black boy.
Yeah,
Little,
yeah.
with I don't know what you're talking about.
I know.
What's his name was in it?
Raising Dion or something
yeah,
like that.
Raising Dion,
Something like
Raising
that.
Have you ever
Dion.
seen that?
Yeah,
that
I seen
joint
a
is
couple of
good,
them. Yeah,
bro.
that joint all
Yeah,
right.
but I got problems with that.
What's your problem?
What?
I'm
What's your
not gonna
problem?
talk about it right now. I'll just leave it at that.
All right.
Yeah, that joint is all right. I
Yeah.
watched a couple of that. That's all right.
Yeah, I thought that was a good show.
Did y'all watch what about the Marvel joint? What's my black dude name? Marvel little series, TV series on Netflix. He only had 2 seasons though. But they got all the characters. They
You
got
talking about Luke?
Luke
Luke
the bomb,
I
yeah.
ain't never watched Luke.
Y'all ain't
Yeah.
oh my
I
god.
ain't never
Yeah,
watched
it's
Y'all
a
ain't
Luke.
never
It's
watched.
a
Yeah,
Luke.
it's Luke Cage. I mean, not
Yeah,
Luke.
yeah. Yeah, it's
it
Luke
Luke?
Cage, right? Is it?
Black dude.
But I
What's
know
his
you're talking
name?
about
I don't
bald
know.
head. Bald head dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what is
yeah,
his
yeah,
name? Lord Jesus.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
God dang.
I think that's what it's called.
No, it's not Luke Cage.
No?
Who?
Yeah, Luke Cage. Yeah, that's right.
Luke Cage. Yeah. Yeah, man. That jump, man.
Thank you from a man in the back.
Let's get some hand claps.
Man in the
going.
audience.
Yeah.
Man in the audience. Yeah, man. That don't like that. Hey, that don't like that, man. He only did 2 seasons with him, but they got like all the characters. But man, Luke Cage.
That gives it another show. I don't know if you watch this. It's a BBC joint, but they bringing it back for another season now, and that's Luther. Y'all seen Luther?
Luther.
That's
Oh, that was the devil joint?
Idris,
The devil?
No, that's the Idris Elba joint.
But it's still
He's-
the devil. He the devil?
No, he ain't no devil.
He a devil.
No, you think about Nah, he plays a
devil.
He plays a detective. He's a detective, but that joint good. Like the whoever wrote the storylines in them joints was like real original. But like he plays a detective and like it's real good. Y'all gotta check that joint out too, man.
Dang.
Dang,
Yeah,
it's a lot of stuff out
Yeah,
there.
it
It
is.
is, man.
It's a lot of stuff.
I think what's played a big part in that is streaming.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when it was just regular TV cable, like it wasn't as much stuff coming out. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like all these different networks got their own, original series and they real good. You know what I'm saying?
Actually,
Netflix and
To be honest with you, too, is the cheapest way.
Yeah, you think so?
Yes, it is. It is because think about it like this: if I can get you to watch movie come out, let's say a movie, I got to pay you $10 million as a major actor, that one movie. But if I have a series, just a TV show that come out, I only got to pay you 75,000 that one episode. If you not the regular people, not a major actor, because think about Angela Bassett, she's the highest like 500,000, but the rest of them, you know how much they got paid for like Power. Okay, I give you prime example. You look up Power, right?
Yeah.
Power, one of the biggest TV series, right? You know how much they getting paid per episode?
No.
Like 50,000-60,000. So it's cheaper. It's just cheap. And they making more money because more people are watching it. So it's cheaper.
Yeah. But the only thing that I have an issue with like the streaming is there's so many different platforms, right?
Yeah.
Before it was just Netflix and Hulu.
They got Peacock,
right?
Paramount.
Yeah, Peacock, Paramount. And it's cool because they all coming out with stuff, but I just want one of them joints to like have everything. Like you gotta buy multiple streaming services to get.
So you paying almost
$1,000
for every daggone network.
That's just like Godfather of Harlem. Like I'm trying to look at, but they buy it out, and you know what I'm saying. It just they want it on their show. So it sucks, but it's just what it is, man.
Yeah, it is.
You know what? You should come up with something like see how you can do that.
What?
Have them all streaming on just one platform.
Wow.
All of them on one platform.
Good luck with that.
Cannibal She said you can't buy a Big Mac at Burger King, bro.
True. Facts.
Yeah.
True that.
What else we got?
I think that's
it, man.
That was it.
That was it, bro.
I thought we had some more. We had them on the relationship drinks.
Nah, man.
Okay. All right. What time is it?
It's
about 14 till. You know what I'm saying?
I think we had a good show tonight as usual.
Yeah.
Solo actually got in here tonight. So.
Yeah. Where'd he go? He said he was coming right back.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Talking about Solo.
Yeah.
Solo, so long.
So yeah, man, we appreciate everybody for tuning in with us, man. Every week, every Thursday. Like we said, we're gonna try to start branching off and doing some different things. Did we ever lock down with CJ when we was gonna
Oh, we haven't locked down with CJ yet, but he's a personal trainer. Yeah, shout out to Infinite Performance Training.
Yeah.
My man CJ Jones, he's in Gainesville, Virginia, man. Go check him out. He do a lot of different trainings for kids. He specializes in kids, but he also do adults too.
Right.
Very, 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 very great personal trainer, man. Check him out. He's on Facebook. I always like to give him a shout out, man.
Absolutely.
And what's up with the podcast your boy was on as well, man, with the
my man Jawan, he got a Let's Talk About It DMV. Shout out to him.
Yes.
Shout out to Rooted in the More.
Yeah. So look out for us, because what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna actually take our show to CJ. Where we're gonna hold our show live there.
Going on the road.
Yes, get a lot of. He's gonna give out a lot of health tips. He's going to give a lot of just things that we can do as far as your health performance. They also have basketball training down there, so we're gonna do some big things moving forward, and we're gonna come to y'all live there. So be tuned for that. We're gonna bring y'all that.
Hopefully, we can get a couple athletes that are out there. So see some new faces and be on the lookout for some upcoming. Stars, so.
So we're gonna be doing a lot of different things. CJ gonna come on. Any questions y'all gonna have for him, he can answer them. So. Tune in. We're gonna let y'all know we're gonna be doing that part. So.
Absolutely.
And again, YouTube, subscribe, look at all the ads, like us, follow us. We love y'all.
Hit the bell
IG,
icon.
TikTok. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate it, man.
Like I always say, tell a friend to come on in. And we can be friends every Thursday and whenever we live. Again, we on YouTube, TikTok, Bigo, IG, the whole shabiggity.
Bang, bang, bang.
Appreciate y'all.
The Real Podcast Head. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Cash App Podcast Head. Cash App Podcast Head. Hey, if you enjoyed that content, check out more of our videos on YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, and more. Support the grind. Podcast Head, baby. You know what it is.